Hi and hello, everyone. Back once again for what is the final episode of the main story of Demon King Chronicle. It's been quite a journey to get here, and during our last primary episode, we fought against the Demon King Chronicle a whole bunch and didn't make much progress.
We've come a long way!
F_Zoe_Blackheart just subscribed for 6 months.
Thank you for the resub of Zoe Blackheart. Love you dearly. And where was I? Yes, so the final boss of this game was doing a bunch of status effects, that's the word. A bunch of status effects that were unique to the final boss that we had no way of dealing with. I later on learned that a skill that Camille can get, called Destiny's Defeat, allows you to clear those. And so I did a episode 9.5 stream off schedule where I went and cleaned up as much of the stuff I missed as I could, and also tried to get further in the bonus dungeon, Cave Chronicle. I am happy to report that I did both of those. I've gotten a bit further in Cave Chronicle and got myself a nice new weapon for Camille. I got myself the ability that I mentioned, and I managed to get myself like 4 or 5 more potions. Something like that. So lots of progress, lots of level ups, lots of grinding, and new weapons and all that sort of stuff. So I feel a lot more confident about our position here. And let's finish the story. Here we go. So, this is the funniest part. After you've been to the disease, Aaron puts a new item in the shop, which is a fireplace that he stole out of one of the abandoned houses from there, as he usually does with all the items that you find around. He grabs them and then sells them to you in a shop. If you buy the fireplace, you can walk up and use it, and that's how you get to this upper area that I never figured out how. That also got us this item called the Nine Tails, which gives us fast attack. And then Dagger, extra attack +2, is that item that we got, as I mentioned. So fast attack, Dagger, Sporadic Guardian, and double damage crits. Massive amounts of defense for Randolph because we need him alive as much as possible. And let's see what we can do. Cover SP when defending. Item drop rate up, we don't need that anymore, so... There's some other stuff that we've had cooked before. Blue weapon, sure. Immunity to stagger from that. We'll see if I need to replace Ninetales with something else, but I think that using Ninetales in order to give ourselves the ability to clear status effects before the boss has the chance to do anything. Would be a big asset. Ah yes, and Ninetales was the recipe that was up there on top of the nest, and required me to get 9 monster tails. Ninetales like Zoe. Yep. Here we go. Slap on the back for Randolph. No action for Randolph. And Null does nothing. Chapter 1, Tower. Heals all status ailments, only usable by the main character who can bend fate. Tell me what you desire. I'll make it come true. Postscript setting. Blinded. Destiny's defeat and Cure Blind. Denial. But again, we can actually cure that now. And because we have fast attack, we know that the cure is going to take place first. So we don't need to worry about our abilities being interrupted. Or working in some unexpected way due to turn attack ordering. Goodbye, foreshadowing. Cancel the effect. Chapter 2, Ocean. Out. Energy restore. Crit, I guess. Chapter 3, Snow. Needs defeat, stamina restore. This needs defeat on myself. Dragon Slayer. And stamina restore. Energy restore. Energy restore. Final chapter, Demon King. If you take on the mantle of the Demon King, I will take up my sword and play the hero. Transcending time, the story finally reaches its conclusion. Demon King Hades. Resurrection magic. What kind of story is the final chapter? Are you sure you want to know? Sure. Alright, I'll tell you. The final chapter is... It's the story of the heroes from the previous chapter, fighting a very strong enemy. Sounds like my kind of story. So it's like a compilation of everything up until now? I am actually your final enemy, the Demon King. Wait, it's just you? Well, I'm still excited, I guess. So, including me, the 3 heroes will fight you, huh? Just the thought gets me excited. If you call yourself heroes, I will take on the mantle of the Demon King and destroy everything. This real body of mine might be at its end, but in my fantasy worlds, you guys don't stand a chance. I'm looking forward to it. Yeah, look forward to it. Well then, I don't want to waste any more of your precious time. I'll come by again in 10 days. Which means... this will be our last meeting. Yeah, it will. Things will be lonelier without you. Oh, that's right. In about 10 days... Is it okay if I set your story adrift? Yeah, do whatever you want. Wait, what do you mean when you say adrift? I'm going to throw it in the river. That's all. What the hell? What's going to happen to the book? No idea. It might sink at some point. It could reach the continent. Might even get picked up by someone. Yeah. That's actually interesting. I like not knowing what will happen. Looks like you like the idea. Well then, see you in 10 days. Yeah. I'm looking forward to the ending. Alright. Oh, one more thing. About the story's ending. Who wins in the end? You want to know? I'd love to. The winner in the end is... a secret. What? It's not very interesting if you already know the ending, right? I guess you got me there. Well, looking forward to kicking butt in the last chapter. Do your best. Don't lose too easily. No, I won't. You better finish it. Of course. Look forward to seeing it 10 days from now. Alrighty. I'm looking forward to the finale. Sure. See ya. Yeah. Oh, that's right. One last thing. What's the name of the story? Oh. I actually haven't decided yet. I figured... since you're here, you decide. What? This is a pretty important role. You don't need to think so hard about it. Just pick something at random. Something random. Yeah. Well... how's this? Name it after the final chapter. Demon King Chronicle. This story. It just exists. It's not meant to cheer up the disillusioned masses. It's not meant to give courage to some unknown hero. It just exists. However, it will still find its way into someone's heart. And that will give rise to a new story. Battle record. Close your eyes. Despair awaits you in the deepest chasms of the world. And there we go. Demon King Chronicle cleared. So, that brings me to my next task, which is all the stuff that still remains. Let's first take a look at something that's been bugging me here. Let's go through his memory here. $260 blank blank recipe 12. Recipe. You acquired Eloanto's sadness. Eloanto is the last name of Nana, the girl who was associated with Chapter 2 Tower. Or Chapter 1 Tower, rather. Chapter 1 of the Demon King Chronicle, but Chapter 2 of our journey in assembling it. Alright, let's check the recipe for Elemental Sadness. Can't make it. A frog meat, assault, and imaginary seeds. I almost made a big mistake right there. I need more money. Which, alas, means we need to grind a bit. As a reminder, the bonus dungeon that is beneath us here in the nest has exit points that you need to pay gold in order to actually use. Both save points and exit points that require gold spend. Oh yes, and if I'm going to be grinding for stuff, I need to... Magnificent Zenith gets replaced with... Rabbit. Blue weapon gets replaced with gold doubloon. Maximize our item grinding. Seems like a pretty good grinding method. Resistances I can kill in a couple hits, and yeah. And I can immediately reset the realm that they reside in. Or maybe 5 more loops. Because who knows how much money I'm actually going to need in here. Two. Three. Cool. Ugh. Okay, I'm getting Ninetales Mastery. I was kind of wondering after a point. Come on, nothing? Three. There we go. Four. Five. Alright. That should get us a pretty good amount of money. Let's find out, though. $20,000 gold. Seven stamina potions. Okay. Let's go. For anyone who didn't see the bonus episode, I should be able to make it far enough into the dungeon to show you exactly what I reached last time. And I'll just note where I found the dagger. Did not mean to pick that fight. Killed him with a trip. And then as a reminder, the reason that this place is like this is because the coward had been throwing old stories and unwanted things into this cavern like a trash pile. And so, as we've established, stories can influence and bend reality. So what happens when you have a whole bunch of fragments of stories completely unconnected to each other, all in the same place? And I believe that that's what this area is supposed to represent. The chaos of 7 uncompleted, unconnected stories. Which is why we go from a void of blank pages to a castle. Might as well. I've opened the other one after all. This fight is pure downside. Green fields, pirate ships, unconnected stories. God, it feels so good to be able to just muscle through these at this point. Beautiful interiors of a pirate ship for esteemed guests to prisons. Game saved. This didn't open last time. Is this because I've beaten the game? Turn now? No. Well, I just saved. Huh. I see. back over here, Kumo mentioned as well that they were reading stories from this library and then throwing the books after he's done reading into that hole. So it makes sense for these to be connected. Let's test your metal. The hero. Ah, yeah, this is definitely because I've beaten the game already. Faster than quick cast, that's terrifying. In any case, though, we can redistribute our... Assuming this door's still open, we can redistribute our bottles and continue on. And no, I cannot. That's a one-way door. So the struggle continues. Y'all gonna attack at some point? Okay, that works. Creating a bunch. Blendarians are still a notable threat, but we've used, what, 3 potions thus far? Already gotten that treasure chest, which is hidden behind a sort of perspective blocked maze. Or shortcut? No. Sneak past you. No such luck with this fella, but that's fine. We're getting around you with where you decide to hang out. Blandelian, not Blandarian. Red weapon. Very, very fortunate start. Holy crap. That was very, very sketchy. Let's take advantage of some walk-around healing. As we pick our next fight against the healers. Turns out this place is still dangerous. Still pretty scary. Healing magic to the wrong person. Actually, not. That's kind of funny. That ended up working out well anyway. Another geez, water's wet. Well, you saw how easily I took out the Demon King Chronicle. I was still feeling the passive effects of just feeling utterly invincible for having done that. Yes, a silly perspective. Joke is the method for getting the treasure chest. And the only way to get that treasure chest is to pick these fights. That works. Might have to pick a fight on the way back. Uh-oh. What are you? Okay. No half measures. Obliterate this thing. I want that Gorgon obliterated. Cool. Same joke. Hehe. If it's a new enemy, though, it might give us a new weapon. So, you kind of want to pick these fights for that reason. Also, it doesn't seem too horrifically powerful. The dagger I managed to get from further on in the zone is really putting in the work. What I was waiting for. There we go. If I pick a fight with two and one of them opts to attack, I am dealing more than 300 damage per turn, so that means that it won't be able to heal fully back up, and from there I can execute by doing Randolph's stronger attacks. And then meanwhile, I can pick these off one by one and then walk in circles in order to save myself on potions. Every bit counts. Blue weapon. glass fragments. Whoa, I nearly picked a fight with 2 enemies. That would have been pretty bad. Likely survivable, but still pretty bad. Abusing the inherent healing effects of the stamina ups as heals. And those stamina ups were taken from this dungeon when I was doing my bonus episode. As you can see over there, I've already picked up those treasure chests, because, again, been through here. Succeeded in clearing out this room. This building, rather. Okay. Oof. This is bad. This is really, really bad. Okay. Don't rush. Think about what we need to do here. That would have been a fatal mistake had this been any dive apart from this one. Pretend this treasure chest is closed, and if I interact, it says it's locked. Yeah, as you can see. Dangerous crew. And in order to unlock the chest, you need to successfully kill all of them. But that's what they look like there, and each of them has unique skills. Joyce, Violet, Jenny, Evangeline, Catherine, Daisy, and Hetty. Catherine. Jenny, Hetty, let's see. Jenny and Daisy are the two major damage dealers. Joyce does a bunch of attacks, but they're all weak, and so with my Guardian, she's not much of a threat. Violet does a bit of damage, but not too much else. And Evangeline, Catherine, and Hetty are the biggest dangers because they cast spells and heal. But in any case, I've already won that fight, and I was rewarded by very carefully doing pre-battle maneuvering in order to pick fights with two of them at a time repeatedly. And that got me to open the treasure chest and receive the item I'm currently using, the dagger. Which also means this is new to me. Fragments of stories and settings that don't fit in. An overworld fights against orcs. The fantastic detail I'm seeing here is the orcs are a distinctly different art style than the rest of the game. In the bottom of the nest is the graveyard of unconnected stories. There's no logic, no connection to be made between any of these tales down here. It just is. It simply exists, nothing more. The fact that they can call for help is very, very scary. That is extremely dangerous. There's no reason to believe that the ones that are called in can't call in additionals as well. Rush them down as hard as you can, and for those that you can't, trip. Continue to abuse exhilaration. No reason to pick that fight. I get it now. New item. These are designed to drain your resources as much as they can. Attack and HP up. I'm really afraid of dealing with that yellow enemy. Oh, I guess. Wow, it's green. Oh god, what the hell? Okay. Orc needs to go down first no matter what. Because that could potentially all new things in. We're just going to have to endure whatever the Balrog throws at us. No. Brutal. Cruelty. Now that we know more about what we're dealing with here, you son of a... The success rate for Cutthroat doesn't seem to be good enough. Hmm. Got any other Crimson Wind items that are deeper down the list? Damn.
To another place.
See you, guy. Okay, hmm. I remember there wasn't anything up there. Oh, we got the drop from them. That's good. Okay, let's not make the same mistake as last time. I'm going to run around a bit here, and then I am going to... What the f... Oh god, okay. That warped me forward a little bit. Pointless fight. I think the yellow tinted enemy is out here. Don't give up after they start chasing you. Okay. Don't think I didn't notice, game. Anything out here? Really? No. Oh, damn, I thought I was being really clever. Much further. No. Okay. Not ideal, but not as bad as it could have been. Cannot last any longer. How much further must this go? Is it really so hopeless? Phew. Well, folks, I think that's going to do it for Demon Chronicle as a whole. I might poke this as bonus streams at some point to grind out and further make it into the bonus dungeons, including jumping into the bonus dungeon in the wintry area. But at the top of the stream, I managed to kill the final boss my first try, and we got to see the ending of the Demon King Chronicle. But no stories ever truly end. They're just a continuation, and as everyone moves on with their lives. And as I've mentioned a couple times before, our Wednesday slot is now opened. Conley with the interpretation. Basically, stories aren't written with some grand purpose, but inevitably influence people onto great things. Next Wednesday feature: The Citadel and its sequel, Beyond Citadel. We will finally be starting this come Wednesday. And as I have mentioned every time I bring these games up, these games are incredibly, incredibly violent. There's also, on some level, a fair degree of sexualization of this violence. I have confirmed that this game is safe to stream on Twitch, but extreme viewer discretion is advised for these. If you need to skip these, completely understandable. And I wish you well without any sort of judgment either way. But for those of you who want to see these games and why they left a mark on me, join me next Wednesday. 18 plus will be strictly enforced for these, and by that I mean anyone who tunes in that I can prove is under 18 will be permabanned from this channel. Seriously, don't test me. With all that said, I think the Citadel is interesting, the first game. It is clunky, but it has ambition, and it has really cool monster designs, and has very strange feelings associated with it, like a setting that is surreal and interesting. But its sequel, Beyond Citadel, I say that the first game walked so that Beyond Citadel could wall jump, crouch slide, and fire explosive shotgun shells across the room. Beyond Citadel improves on the first one in every conceivable way, and is on its own a fantastic, acrobatic, and surprisingly gun mechanics focused retro style FPS. So, in addition,
cruelty.
At the start of each level, viewers will be allowed to influence my playstyle by redeeming a mood that I will then need to go through one life or one level, which comes first, under that mandate. The exact meaning of each of these emotions y'all just have to work out, but you can probably figure most of them out. What sort of playstyle is urgency? What sort of playstyle is mania? What sort of playstyle is forgiveness? That'll be for y'all to find out as you use your channel points. In any case, let's do our usual and find someone to raid here. We have Hexymaniac, who is also from the Bad Game Hall of Fame community at large, playing Mizurna Falls, a extremely ambitious PlayStation 1 game, Japan release only, that was inspired by Twin Peaks and absolutely pushes the limits of what the PlayStation is capable of. Fascinating game. So, let's give her a bunch of surprise followers, shall we? Till next time, friends.
To another place.
To another place.